Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me here on, it is Wednesday, the 10th of August. Another pre-record for you. So we've got a 30-minute show and I've got some fabulous deals for you as ever. So starting off with the housekeeping, creativecraftingworld.co.uk is where you need to head to place any orders. When you get to the website, you will see there's a little purple tab. Click on that and it'll take you to all of the goodies that we've got on the show today. So starting off with the Nesting Dies Volume 11, normally $39.99. Today they're $19.99, so in the club it works out £18. We've also got the most stunning paper boutique collection called Enchanting Eucalyptus. It's normally £45.96 for the whole collection. We've got it on a special offer for you today at £15. And if you are a club member, it will work out at £13.50. So while I'm talking about the club, I'll tell you all about it. For just £10 a year, when you join our club, we'll send you a gift and you will then be entitled to a 10% discount off all items on the website. We've recently revamped our club, so that now means that we've got a gem system. So you'll get a gem for every £1 that you spend. We'll also send you a £10 birthday voucher. If you pop your date of birth in when you join our club, you'll get a £10 voucher. Now, the more gems you get, the higher the discount. So when you get to 750 gems, you will get a diamond level, which means you'll be entitled to 20% off all items on the website, which is rather cool. Free P&P on all orders over £25. So if you are in for a little bit of a crafty spend, then that's a really cool thing to do. Klarna is an option to pay on the website, as well as the usual MasterCard, debit card, credit card, PayPal. More details about Klarna are on the website, so check those out. And finally, thank you for joining me here on Creative Crafting World TV on YouTube. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do hit subscribe and also the little bell icon, which will give you a notification every time we go live or we upload a video. So we've been uploading videos recently of all the inspiration that you can think about with all of the beautiful products that we sell here at Creative Crafting World. So our sample makers have been really busy and there's loads for you to be looking at. So have a little peruse of our channel and see what else we've got. So let's dive straight on into the show today. I've only got 30 minutes and of course, because this is pre-recorded, unfortunately we can't talk about biscuits or the weather or our favourite food, but what I can do is show you some great crafty bargains. So we have got volume number 11 of our Nesting Dies. Here we have the set and you'll see you've got these beautiful squares which are sized perfectly to go on your 8x8 cards. Now we've got crenellated borders, we've got castellated borders, basically zigzags and boxes, that's what I call them. You've also got these fabulous nesting dies, so that it's an elongated octagon. So you've got your 8 sides there, but it's been stretched in the middle. Now, we always talk about paper crafting, but of course, if you do like crafting with fabric, maybe quilting, these dies are perfect because if you stabilise your fabric and then die cut it, what you can then do is make your quilts from them. You could do some applique with them as well. Let me show you the back of the packaging so you can actually see all of the dies that you're getting. So in total, you have got 31 dies. Now, as I said, this is normally $39.99 for this set, but it's on a super special offer for you today of $19.99. And of course, if you are in the club with your 10% discount, that'll work out £18. As well as the dies, we also have a gorgeous paper boutique collection. So let me show you all of what you're going to get. So normally $45.96 for the whole collection. Today it is £15. Works out $13.50 in the club. Starting off with your paper kit. So in here you've got decorative papers in 6 designs, 8x8 in size, all uncoated. You've got 150 GSM for the papers, 300 GSM for your die cut toppers, and there are 32. So you've got 4 of the squares, 4 of the circles and 4 sheets of each. So let me move these along so you can have a look at them. Look at the colours that we've got here in the Enchanting Eucalyptus. The most beautiful greeny blue, soft greens. You've got a navy in there. You've got that lovely golden brown. The circles, sending lots of love, thinking of you, wishing you the best. You make me so happy. And then the squares, Thank you for being you. You are so special. Happiness blooms from within, and with love and best wishes. You've also got extra sentiments along here. So you've got just for you, for someone special, on your birthday, lots and lots of love. And these are all colour coordinated as well. Now, when I say die cut toppers, what I mean is this is 300 GSM card that's been cut most of the way around, apart from a few little paper pips. And all you need to do is just pop those out. Now, if you've got any of our nesting dies that are in the circles or the squares, these are sized to fit perfectly, and also our Paper Boutique doily dies will fit these, so you can make your mats and layers. Now, these are in the back of your paper pad, so don't panic when you first open up your paper pad that they're not there. They are there, they're in the back. Let's have a look at these papers. This is one of the most glorious paper designs I think that we've done, because can you see this beautiful shadowing? It looks like it's been gold embossed. It's got that gorgeous filigree feel to it, and of course the lovely ocean blue in the background with those gorgeous leaves. Then we've got, I'm calling this pea soup, this colour. It's such a lovely green with the vines on there. Then you've got this gorgeous olive green, and look at this pattern here. It's like tiny little dots that are making up this star pattern. And then you've got these leaves. So these are like your eucalyptus leaves that you would expect to find, with the gorgeous soft colours, the blend of the blues and the greens on there. It's like a silvery colour. Then we've got more of that gorgeous pea soup colour with more of the vines that are interlinked there like a little chain. And then we've got this gorgeous navy blue. I want this as a fabric because I think that would be absolutely beautiful, wouldn't it, for quilting squares and stuff. This again has got that lovely design with the star there. So that is your paper collection, and if I just hold it up you can see everything that you're getting. So you've got all of those papers, 36 in total, so you've got 6 of each all the way through to the die cut toppers. So you've got your 4 pages with the circles and your 4 pages with the squares in there, and uncoated, so if you do want to add your inks to it then you can. Next up, also in 8x8 size, we've got the embellishment pad. So your embellishment pad again is 150 GSM. You've got 36 sheets, 6 designs, so you've got 6 each of those. Again, it's uncoated, starting off with your sentiments. So we've got best wishes, dearest friend, birthday wishes, real general sentiments here, but you've also got your family. Mum, sister, son, granddaughter, daughter, auntie. I love this writing. It's like a brush script almost. The way that that's been mixed in with that clear font, it looks fabulous. Then you've got your toppers. So here we've got some square style toppers, get my teeth in. And you've also got, it looks like it's been matted and layered for you. So you could cut these down if you want to, but also just add a little bit of solid card behind, and that's your card topper done. Next, we've got the paper strips. So here you'll see you've got some that go vertical, some that go horizontal, and it means that you don't have to cut into all your papers. But check this one out as well, this gorgeous golden brown, which you haven't got in the papers, so that's a slightly different colour that's been brought in. Then you've got your paper panels. So you've got the panels here that you can literally just pop onto the front of a card, extra sentiments as well, and then you've got your bookmark shape there. Then you've got your circle style toppers. So if you wanted to cut those out with your dies, then you can, because they're sized to fit. And then finally, we've got the sentiment sheet, which is more uplifting sentiments, your inspirational. So we've got good times and friends make the best memories. You are special, you are you. And you've also got your in-laws here. So sister, father, son, mother, brother and daughter-in-law all the way across. So pretty much everybody is included. So let me show you what that pad looks like. When it comes to you, it will look like this, and they are just such gorgeous colours. I'm loving the colours on this one. Really restive colours. Next, I've got the insert collection for you to have a look at. We've got 40 sheets, 10 designs in 120 GSM, and of course this is uncoated, so if you want to add your stamps to it or your inks, or of course run it through your printer, then you can do. And take a look at the little thumbnails on the back. If you wanted to cut those out to make them into tags, that's a perfect thing to do. But let's have a little look inside. You've got this beautiful white space. Now, you'll notice that none of the colour has been diluted, which is fabulous because it means that you can use these on the front of your cards as well. And again, as ever, it's always upside down. We'll turn it the right way for you. You've got that lovely use of white space. So bring your stamps in, add your sentiments to it. That on the front of a card, just on an A5 card with a stamped sentiment would look absolutely beautiful. Take it to the next stage and cut around the inside and then lift that up. So you could have it almost like it's got a little recess, perfect for a box front if you're into making boxes. Then we've got this lovely geometric shape with, it's almost like golden strands that are going all the way around it. And I'm not sure, you can see it actually on the camera, very, very softly, that beautiful star design that's been incorporated in there as well. Then we've got one of my favourites. I love this so much. It's so delicate, is this design. And again, with that beautiful, it looks like gold embossing has been done on this. Then you've got the circle there, so bring your stamps into that, run it through your printer, and again that lovely soft design in the background. And then we've gone really bold with this one, but look at these touches of gold. I'm going to hold that up and see if you can really see that. It actually looks like it's gold. Thank you, Anch. Our Anch is here, she's directing and she's a whiz with the camera, so she's zoomed in for you. But how about you get a little embossing pen and trace around those lines and then throw some embossing powder at it. How gorgeous would that look? And I'm thinking these would be ideal for winter cards as well as any time of year. Then this one, beautiful, these gorgeous leaves. You see there's no florals, it's all about the foliage with this one, and I think it just works so well, these beautiful eucalyptus strands that we've got. And then we've got that gorgeous rectangle there, and I think we're more or less on to the last one. Yes we are, that's the last one there. You'll see again all of this gold. Put some glossy accents over the top, that will really make that sparkle. So that is your insert collection. And then of course, you're going to need some coloured card. So here is the coloured card, 24 sheets, 8 colours. This is 200 GSM. So if you want to die cut it, you can do. You could also be using this for your mats and layers. But have a look at the freebies on the front. There's the extra card. And of course, that paper band across the bottom. And your thumbnails on the back. So use every single little scrap that you can. I'm going to give this a wiggle so you can see these beautiful pages and the gorgeous colours. Look at that. Then you've got that lovely soft green, you've got a creamy green, that winter white, and of course that golden brown, which just complements the whole collection so well. Now I'm thinking if you've already got our Paper Boutique collections, maybe a few weeks ago you bought Rosy Delights. Now if you did, this would look gorgeous, those rosy tones. You could use the leaves and then add your own florals to it as well. Okay, so shall we do a demo? I think we should do a demo. And I'm going to start off with this one. So what I've got here are a few bits and bobs that I've already cut out. And you'll see that this is one of those lovely inserts that I've used. Now, I think that looks like a little bird sitting there. It's just the way that the leaf's been painted. But you could actually then go in with a fine liner and maybe give it a little eye, and it would be a little dicky bird sitting there. So as ever, I always do my inserts first, so I don't squish anything on the front of the card when I've finished. And you'll see I've literally just gone in with my paper trimmer, cut this down to fit. And then I've got one of my sentiments from the Embellishment Pad. It says, Dearest Friend. So now I can just add that into the middle. And I've still got a little bit of area there to write. So to the front of the card, let's have a look what we've got. Look at that colour. These colours are just making my heart sing. It's just such a beautiful collection. So a bit of tape on the back. And then I'll start to layer this up like so, leaving that white band around the edge just purely because I want it to have a little bit of a frame, and there's always some white somewhere on the card, so it just gives you that contrast and the coordination at the same time. So now I've got some of that lovely pea green, and then another bit of the insert which I've cut down, cut it to size, and then that can go into the middle. I love the inserts when they've got this section here, because it means it's almost like it's giving me that freedom of a little bit of white space, but then I've also got that beautiful design. And I have here a sentiment. It says someone special, and I've taken the blue, so we've got that darker blue which matches perfectly with that dark blue there in the leaves. Now the leaves look like they've been watercoloured. As you would expect with anything from Paper Boutique, the imagery is just so beautiful. And at Creative Crafting World, we buy the commercial license for the artwork, and then we pass that on to you, in as much as our angel policy means that you can make and sell for your own personal profit. So if you've got a little craft stall coming up, or if you've got your own little online shop, then you can use our collections to do just that. Right, so I'm going to place that, where am I going to put it? I'm going to put it around about there, I think. That looks quite nice. And then what I've done here is I've got one of the, you remember the toppers that I showed you in the embellishment pad? This is one of those. And I've just gone in with my scissors and cut that out. And then I can give it a little stretch and I can start to shape it a little bit. So when I go in with my glue gel, it's going to be nice and domed and it'll give me that lovely effect. So that I'm going to have coming down from the top. So what I want to do is snip that so it fits nicely. So it's just at an angle, and that is going to sit around about there, just so it's kind of, it's almost like it's embracing the sentiment a little bit. And then just a little few dobs of glue gel in there just to hold that in place, and we'll pop that there. And then what I've done from a different insert, I have got this beautiful leafy design. So it's different to this one, but what I want to do is just add a few little fronds coming in and over the top, so I can then go in with my scissors and start to snip. So my idea was to come in here and to start cutting, because I don't want all of it, I just want a few. So this is how beautiful these kits are, and they're so versatile because it means you can do just this. It doesn't have to be exact. Of course it could be if you wanted it to be, because you have got 4 of the inserts, so you can do your decoupage if you want to. But I want to add something that looks just slightly different. So I'm going to come around here now and just cut these through. So remember, when you are cutting out, move your paper whilst you're opening and closing your scissors, and then you've got more control over it, especially when you've got something that's quite curvy. So we'll come in here and then cut this out like so, and then I want this next one here. So I'm just following the outline of the leaf all the way down, and I am leaving a little bit of paper next to the stem because I don't want to chop it off completely, because then it'll end up in little bits. So I want there to be some kind of attachment. So we'll come up here and around. It is ever so strange doing these pre-records because I haven't got anyone to chat with. So, but I know there will be comments available. So please do leave me some comments. I hope you're all having a really lovely day. Have you got anything planned? Are you doing anything crafty? It's a Wednesday, isn't it? So it's the middle of the week. What have you done this week? Have you done any gardening? You see, I don't even know what the weather's like because, fortunately, I cannot predict the future. It is probably a good thing. And I am not actually here. And then, you see, as soon as I say something like that, my brain's going, but you are here. And I'm saying, no, but I am here, but I'm not. You all know what I mean, don't you? Please say you do. Right, so all those little bits and bobs I'll pop to one side. And then I'm going to use some glue gel for this. And I'm just going to curve these leaves just so they've got a little bit of shape. I'm going to curve them down like that. And then I can come in and just add some little dots. Now what this is going to do is just lift this up for me. I could use a wet glue if I wanted to stick them down flat, but I just want that little bit of height. I'll put a little bit more on there, and then of course across these like that. And then this is what I wanted to do, is to place it around about there, and then we'll give that a little wiggle so I can still see my sentiment. I've moved that around. And then if I go in with my poker tool, I can lift that up, take off the excess glue, and then it's just like it's embracing it, like so. And then it wouldn't be one of my cards without a little bit of bling, would it? Down in this bottom corner, a few little dots of glue, and what that is going to do is stick my gems on so they don't go ping when it goes in the post. So I've got some little sparklers which can just go on there. And if you are needing new gems, then do check out the website, because I know that we've loaded quite a few different packs of gems on there as well. So there's some nice little pretties to choose from. There we go. So that is my first demo. Ange, how are we doing for time? Because I forgot to look at the clock. Whoa, we've only got 9 minutes left. Shall I get a wriggle on then? Shall I get a move on? I think I should. Right, so I've showed you everything that you needed to see with the collection, but what I've not shown you in detail are these dies. So let's have a little look at the dies, and we'll do a little smidge of die cutting. So just to recap, the Enchanting Eucalyptus from the Paper Boutique, 4 pads, usually $45.96, today is just £15. And of course, if you are in our club, then that will be £13.50. The die set, this is such a bargain. I'm sure that everyone's lost their mind giving them away practically, because normally these would be £40, today they are $19.99. In the club, that's just £18. So if you buy the, what did you say? She's just got smile. Oh, you see, I forgot. I'm awfully sorry, my love. Now, what I need to do every show is go like this, because Ange needs a little thumbnail where I'm not going like this or something. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so what was I saying? Sorry. I've completely lost my thread. No, can't remember. Anyway, I'll tell you about the nesting dies. Volume number 11. $39.99, today $19.99, in the club £18, a cracking deal. If you buy them together, that's what I was saying. If you decided that you wanted the dies and you wanted that paper collection together, today it would be $31.50 if you're in the club. So you'd get a full paper collection and a set of dies for just over £30. I'm just going to leave that with you. This is the place to be, because you're getting all these really cool little bargains. Right, shall we have a look at what these look like when we cut them out? Now, these are absolutely beautiful. I'm going to cut out that smaller one. When you cut anything that's got a long edge, put it at an angle. For the simple reason, when your rollers go over the top, it's not such a oomph for them. Then I've got some of that gorgeous card. Now, normally I would cut this down to size, but I know that time is a-ticking, and I want to make sure that I've got enough time to show you everything. So I'm going to run that through the cutting machine. And I think the thing is, when you've got dies like this, they are your workhorses. So I always put dies into 2 categories. You've got your pretty pretties, which are like your butterflies and your flowers that make your embellishments. But then you've got your workhorses. These are tools, and these will, if you look after them, they'll last you forever. They're not going to go blunt. They will cut 2 pieces of 250 GSM card as well. So, you know, the card from Linda's Brick, they will cut through that without a problem. So through the 200 GSM, as you can see, it's really, really simple. It just bites through it. Let me get a contrasting colour. Look at that border. Now, I'm thinking Christmas, metallic thread stitched through the edges. I think that would look absolutely beautiful. But this is one of these edges. They are one of my absolute favourites. I'm making a mess now, because I'm cleaning out the bits from the dies. But as well as cutting out one piece, we can also make card blanks. So of course, if you wanted to, you could score that. Forgive me for not scoring it, but I know time is a ticking, so I'm going a bit quicker than I normally would. But you've then got a card blank, so it could be that sits that way or that way. It's entirely up to you. But you can also make card blanks using that gorgeous elongated octagonal shape. So I've got the largest here, and I could do it that way, or I could have it opening that way. So when you're making a card blank, hang the edge over the hinge bit. So that means that you're not just cutting out two bits of card at the same time. I'm going to lift that one up and then place it onto my magnetic sheet. I'm going to get all those little bits and bobs off, clean my plates up, and then we'll run this one through. And you can see how we can make card blanks. This is so cool. I love making my own shape cards. So these cut out as well as they cut in. So you could cut in some of those border shapes. I'll do that in a minute and show you. There's so much to show you. There's so little time. Right, so if I take the tape off like that, and that one, I'll take that tape off. There we've got a fabulous card blank. So you could, and like I said, you could actually have the hinge at the top if you wanted it, so it's that way. But how fabulous is that? A card blank. Right, what else have I got to show you? I can also show you some of these. So let me see if that will fit on there. Yes, it will. So you know when I said they cut out? Well, they do. But they cut in as well. So let me line that up like that. So I'm going to cut a little fancy aperture in this one. Hold it in place with a little bit of tape, and then making sure that that's nice and straight. And then I'm just going to place that onto my magnetic sheet, and we'll run this one through as well. So as it's going through, I'll just give you a reminder that these are $39.99 normally, these sets of dies, and today it's practically half price, isn't it? It's $19.99. But of course, if you are in the club, it works out at £18. To join the club, it's £10 a year. We will send you a gift when you join, and then you will be automatically entitled to 10% off everything that you buy on the website. It is so worth being a member of the club. And I know the majority of the people who join us here for our little Elevenses shows are already club members. So let me show you how fabulous this looks. Let me move that out of the way. So we've now made that little aperture in there. Now, do you remember years ago we used to make penny slider cards? This is the perfect aperture for a penny slider. I'm also thinking perpetual calendars because it has got that zigzag, so it could actually rest. So you could have like January, February, etc. And let me show you what this looks like with a little bit of paper just behind the aperture. It looks absolutely fabulous. So I'm just going to cut a little strip of paper and pop that in there like so. There we go. And you've also got the bit that you've cut out, which you can save for another crafty project. Okay, so time has ticked. And it is now time to say thank you for joining me. As I said, I'm not here, so I've absolutely no idea what the weather's like. Anything could be happening, but I hope you're all okay. I will be back for another pre-record on Friday. And I've got some fabulous, amazing paper for you on Friday, so please do join me then. But in the meantime, stay safe and see you soon.